right.
It's Dan from The Rock Show. I'm going to get this fella to introduce himself.
My name's Aaron Marshall. I'm a guitarist and composer in a little scenario called Intervals.
You also got some guest duty this weekend as well, haven't you?
Yes, I'm playing second guitar with an Australian fellow named Plenty. And it's not just this weekend. This is day one of a 6-week adventure across Europe and the United Kingdom with Animals as leaders.
Sick, because we had them a few minutes ago, and they're saying about playing for you guys as well, I understand?
Yes, so Plenty and Simon Grove, second guitar and bass.
Yep.
Simon also plays bass for Plenty as well, so he's come here from Australia with him. And we are actually the same entity of people, we just changed drummers. So we have Troy Wright playing for the Aussies,
Yep.
and Nathan Bulla, who is a longtime confidant of mine from Canada, who's playing for Intervals.
Excellent. So
Yeah.
for people into both bands, it's kind of like a delicious mix tour.
It is. It really is. Yeah, 2 sets back to back. It's awesome. Plenty just did that with us, and so did Simon in North America on my headline tour, on the Shape of Color tour that just happened March, April,
Nice.
across North America. So we just did it over there, and we're bringing it to life in Europe, UK now. So
Fantastic. How did that tour go?
amazing, exceeded expectations. Like very, very happy with the reception and outcome.
Yeah.
Can't thank people enough. So.
Fantastic. So you guys hang a little bit later on. Is this your first time at TechFest?
First Tech Fest, yeah. We've been trying to do it for a while. It just makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that it's day one of this tour as well. We get to kick things off here, so.
What do you think so far? Because it's one of the questions that we're asking everybody is what they actually think of TechFest.
It's cool. I think that, I hear it's improving annually, and it's been great. Hospitality's been wonderful since the bus arrived, and people have been really good to us, and this is all nice and organized and everything feels good. It's a low stress environment.
That's actually the main thing we're getting from bands is that it's well
chill.
organized.
Yeah,
which,
it feels good.
Yeah, which is really chill.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So you seem quite chill. I mean,
Trying to be. I'm working on that these days. That's my thing. I'm trying to be zen.
Before, were you like really angry? Would you like kicked over the camera or something?
I don't know about angry. I'm not an angry guy, but maybe anxious.
Okay, no, we get that on the show. So no worries.
Who doesn't get like that?
I think if you're into metal, then it's almost an associated thing from time to time, you know?
Yeah, I wrote a really chillin', upbeat record this time around, so I'm coming off the back of something that doesn't make me feel so anxious.
Ah, fantastic.
Tempo's pretty jacked up though, but it's but the content isn't as aggressive, so I feel pretty chill.
When did that one come out?
December 4th, 2015.
Okay, so that's your album cycle at the moment, I take it?
Yes, I'm sort of in the midst of that, and I'm headed to Australia directly after this tour with Plenty, and then home for a little while. May have something at the end of the year in North America.
Okay.
And then it's time to spend cold Canadian winter writing a record.
Cold Canadian winter writing.
Yeah,
I
and
love it.
emphasis on cold, emphasis on winter.
Do you reckon you'll get it all done in a winter, or is it more just getting your ideas
Yeah,
down?
it'll be like the early stages throughout the winter, and perhaps I'll be putting finishing touches on composition come early spring, and then I'd like to spend most of the spring recording, maybe into as late as early summer, and then do like a mid to late summer 2017 drop. Don't hold me to it, but that's the goal right now anyway. You got to have goals, right? So.
Well, yeah, no, you got to set yourself deadlines, otherwise you won't push yourself too much, will you?
Yeah.
So do you do all your own writing, just you, or excellent. Do you do all your own recording, or do you get session people in to do other instruments?
I engineered the very first Intervals release, but I'm sort of the mind that, if you need a tooth pulled, you go to the dentist. You don't do it yourself. So I'm into the whole audio thing and stuff, but I don't trust my chops as much as perhaps I do when it comes to the guitar or something like that. So I've made records with a few different people, and yeah, composition and pre-production and everything happens with myself. And I don't do, I'm not a fan of. To each their own, of course, but just not really a fan of programmed drums or any simulated instruments on final releases. So I've always had a live drummer, and I'll typically handle all the other instrumentation. So
sick. Oh well, it sounds.
I should actually mention that Cameron McClellan from Protest the Hero played bass on the Shape of Color as well. So apart from himself and the guests, Travis Orban on drums, I handled everything else. So
excellent. Wow, you sound like a bit of a writing behemoth, my friend.
I don't know about behemoth, but I've just. You learn what you need to do to facilitate ideas, and you grow as that happens, just out of necessity, I think. So
I think it's again something that's quite sort of prevalent within tech metal is people that do sort of have to realise a vision and do a lot of the stuff themselves.
you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not. A lot of people make excuses for things, but it's 2016. Crack YouTube open, figure it out.
Love it. Well, thank you for taking a couple of minutes to speak to me. It's been a
worries.
great chat, man. Thank
Pleasure,
you.
man. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.